Thank you, Count Corla. Count Corla, first I just want to bring to the Minister's attention an issue that was raised by a constituent in delays in completing apprenticeships. And I'll just quote from the correspondence briefly. My electrician apprenticeship is supposed to be a 4-year programme, but there's such a waiting list now to move on to the next phase that apprentices such as myself are going to be over 5 years doing the apprenticeship. Count Corla, my constituent and I just want to know, can the Minister look into this and solve the problem so as that the apprentice can get qualified within the 4 years and start to earn his much needed living? All his exams have been completed in phase 6 and he has 6 months left to do in phase 7. So I hope the Minister will have a look into that and come up with a solution. Now, in relation to higher education in general, this is a sector which has grown rapidly in the past 20 years, and I'm sure we can all remember the days when the junior cert, or even the intercert as it was known then, was as far as many students went in school, and then doing the leaving cert became the norm. So nearly 60 years ago the government placed secondary education at the heart of Irish life. This helped improve people's life chances and helped many people out of poverty. The fact that we now have a Minister for Higher Education with a dedicated department is evidence of the increased importance placed on higher education. Count Corla, if you want to ensure continued growth in this sector, all areas of Ireland must be catered for. With that in mind, I draw attention to the University of the South East and the proposal to create the merger of IT Carlow and Waterford IT under TUSEI. And over the last few years, that proposal has been much talked about, but progress is very slow. But I know there's progress. But as the largest county in the South East, Wexford, both in terms of population and area, a substantial university campus must be put in County Wexford as part of the University of the South East. And firstly, cost is highlighted several times today as one of the main difficulties which are apparent in third level education. For example, the cost of accommodation in Dublin is astronomical and a great difficulty for many families. Secondly, there's a large benefit of having a university in the area, and that's the ability to attract FDI investment. Unfortunately, County Wexford has been neglected by the IDA for many years. The most recent announcement is one of the first in years, and the number of IDA visits that take place in Wexford is constantly down towards the bottom of the list in relation to the rest of the country. But for such a big county with obvious location benefits, it's very unacceptable. The IDA visits are vital because they advertise the advantages of the location to companies considering investing and expanding in Ireland. And one of the main reasons why Wexford is neglected is due to the absence of a university campus. Finally, Count Corla, pre-COVID in County Wexford, we have makeshift car parks dotted along the roadsides where people meet to carpool to head to Dublin to work. In fact, over 10,000 people a day leave Wexford to work outside of the county. And I want highly skilled people of Wexford to have the option of going to college there and work in Wexford, rather than having to leave them stuck in traffic, spending the whole day in Dublin and arriving home later to their families when their children are gone to bed. And in 1996, Donncha O'Malley announced free secondary education for all. He didn't exclude any county. Imagine if he decided to do that, free secondary education in only a few counties. How much worse off would we be as a society today? So I just ask the Minister to ensure that when it comes down to a campus in Wexford as part of the university, we don't need to focus on the funds for it that are there. Thank you, Minister.